We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom, and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Neggs here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. 2026 Topps Heritage Full Case Pick Your Team. '26. Did I say 25? 2026 Topps Heritage Full Case Pick Your Team here. I do still have 3 more breaks open for the afternoon. Looking real good on basketball. Just 10 spots left in basketball. That's 10 hangers and 1 Finest Delight box. Also have 25-26 Upper Deck Hockey Mixer there. That is with 2 Series 2, 2 Allures, and then the Fleer Ultra. And then we got a 25 Panini Basketball Mixer. Here we go. So if you were in my last case Saturday night, I did miss a couple 2 short prints. I ended up, someone told me I missed the big dumper parallel there. That was for the Seattle Mariners. Pretty awesome card there with the big dumper name variation. And then I also missed the Aaron Judge All-Star. But yeah, my eyes had about had it at that point. So here we go, back at it. Back in the saddle again, as they say. Hopefully everyone had a good Sunday. we go. Sal Frelick, Otto Lopez. I'm going to go a little slower just to, I don't like going through the backs of the cards anymore. It makes my head hurt. Ke'Bryan Hayes. Quad rookies. I'll run a left, right random and then a quad random at the end as well. That's got to be image variation. That is Mr. Giancarlo Stanton. Yankees going to Ellington. There you go, Ellington. Good start there. Giancarlo image variation. Orion Curring. Jeremy Pena, Christopher Sanchez. Jose Barrios, La Máquina, call him. Brian Wu, Marcelo Mayer. Ooh, that's sick. Second year, Roki Sasaki real one auto. The Dodgers going to Ellington. Heck of a start there. How about Roki, Inc. and Stanton image variation? Oh, that'll play. Nice hit there. Kyle Tucker, Brandon Nimmo. Corbin Burns, Parker Meadows, Yamamoto, Jack Dreyer, refractor, and that's going to do it for box one. Good start. Good start. Like I said, ever since our first two cases of the player break, Heritage has been really good. All right, here we go. Box two. Jason Dominguez, Luis Gil, Cam Schlittler, Chrome, Luis Arise, Matt McLean, Alan Foster, buyback there. Michael Toshman, Paul Skeens. Will Smith. Spencer Torkelson, refractor. Austin Riley, Kikuchi. Deckle Edge, Brooks Lee, go Twins. Danny Jansen, refractor. Josh Naylor, Max Muncy. And Clubhouse Collection is going to be Drake Baldwin for the Braves. Angel Martinez, Cam Smith. PCA. Quad rookies there. Piazza. Two down. Who's hanging out with me for this one? Where's everyone at this Monday afternoon? Amel's back today. I assume Titus will be back tomorrow. I mean, I'm sure he's back, but he's usually not here on Monday. Yeah, Amel's back. How'd those soccer cards look in person? Pete Alonso, Hunter Brown. There's a dual Judge and Turner. Addison Barger out of 99, Cam Schlittler. I love that Superfractor. I love the super. It's like obviously not the biggest name, biggest Superfractor out there, but I love the Superfractors that have a ton of swirls on them. They look so good, and that card was full of the swirls. So I hate not that I don't like them, but I dislike the ones that have barely any swirls on them that are kind of hard to tell. Some insert Superfractors, but that one you could see from a mile away. Reese Hoskins, Davis Schneider. Luis Robert, black. Cam Smith, Ketel Marte. And PCA on the relic, Alejandro Kirk Refractor. PCA. It was a soccer Bundesliga. It was a Bundesliga Superfractor. I can't remember the person's name. Yeah. Wasn't the biggest name. Wasn't even like a big known player. But it just had so many. The whole card was a Superfractor, and I love that. Correct. Yeah, where the whole card is like the Superfractor design. I like this card too. NL Championship, Dodgers sweep Ohtani there. That's a sweet card there on the dark gray. Josh Jung. We got 9 left. 9 left in basketball. Aroldis Chapman, Austin Martin. Max Muncy. Ronel Blanco on the refractor. All right, 3 down, 9 to go. So I've had my first case I did in the player break had 1. But that was the only one I've ever seen with 1 auto. Otherwise, most have 3. I did have some cases with 4, and I also had a case last night or Saturday night with 5. It's no, Colin, it's the same amount of autos. Heritage is usually about 3, and then Heritage High is usually a little more. Yeah, I've had 1 case. The first case of the player break only had 1 auto. But most of them have 3. And like I said, I've had 4 and 5 as well. What I like to see more than just more autos is I like when there's more image variations and stuff in the case as well. Yeah, high number is usually around half and half, I've noticed. For some reason, it seems like there's more in high number than there usually is in Heritage. I don't know why. Maybe they have more insert autos, more second year autos in there, possibly. Yeah, so high number always has more autos. I feel like it's hard to compare. You can't really compare Heritage to Heritage High. Yes, it's the same product, but at the same time, it's not. If that makes sense. Dylan Cease. Phil Garner. Look at that stash. It's got a whole caterpillar there. Mason Miller, Yohan Moncada. Michael Harris. Yeah, I'd be more curious. What was this? Oh, that's just a refractor. What's say? I didn't even know it said that there. Scrap iron? What's scrap iron? Was that his name? Was that his name? Marcus Simeon, Luis Garcia Jr. You definitely got to be careful with the Aaron Judge image variation. It almost looks like this same exact card, except for he has the NYPD hat on. Just a heads up for that one. Garner's nickname was the Scrap Iron. That's cool. I like that nickname. Andrew Abbott out of 99. That's cool. The Scrap Iron. Connor Norby. There's the quads. The Scrap Iron. I like it. I like the guys that no batting gloves. I mean, no one wore batting gloves back in the day, but the guys that go up there with no batting gloves just earn some respect. Ryan Mountcastle. Lennon Sosa. Cam Schlittler. Caleb Durbin. Jordan Lawler, Ezekiel Tovar. Teoscar Hernandez refractor. Kyle Isabel, Jake Mangum. And Garrett Crochet. Your potential American League Cy Young winner this year? Possibly. All right, 4 down. So let's see, 9 left in basketball, 25 in hockey, and 24 in football. Mike Torres, look at that flow. Look at that hairdo. Yandy Diaz, Gavin Lux. Love the old school photos. Machado. Beltron refractor. due for a short print here. Cal Raleigh, CJ Kafis. Thought maybe I missed the Baez. Mateo Miguel Vargas. Something in my eye. Matt Shaw, Jacob Wilson. Ouch. William Contreras refractor. Spencer Steer, Jackson Merrill. Alex Bregman relic, Red Sox. Trout. Dominguez. SWR, Simeon Woods Richardson. Quad rookies. Box 6. All right, halfway box here. CJ Kafis, Caballero, Pete Alonso, Kirk Curran, there's an image variation. Chase Burns, Cincinnati Reds. He'll be back probably a little ways into the season. Still coming back from Tommy John's, I think it was. Going to Geoff. I like that. Chase Burns. Image variation. Dude throws absolute gas. Lars Nootbaar. See, there's his regular card. Oh, here, let's see. Not a whole lot different with his. DeGrom, Tariq Skubal. Quad rookies. Jung Ho Lee, Chris Bryant. And Rich Gossage. That must be his real name. Goose instead of Goose. His real name's Rich. That looks like he writes Goose Gossage. So that must have been his name before. his real name must be Rich. I didn't even know that. Rich Gossage. What an awesome autograph. That is White Sox going to Tim. Love that card right there in that blue. Looks so good. Ohtani, Angel Martinez. Sonny Gray, Yanner Diaz. Jonathan Chrome. And out of 76, 77, 1 out of 77, Casey Schmidt for the Giants. Mizorowski, Luis Angel Acuna. The Canadian Cannon. Man, I've pulled so many Jonathan autos and image or nickname. Second nickname I've pulled. But I pulled 2 real 1 autos and then a red as well. The Mets going to Tim. The Canadian Cannon Jonathan nickname variation. Salvador Perez. Mickey Moniak. All right, halfway. Go 5 off basketball. Dual. Let me stash these. Michael Harris. Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves. Relic. Kyle Tucker. Jordan Beck. Oh, that's sweet. How about the Miz playing catch with the football image variation? Brewers going to Tugboat. That's cool. Jacob Mizorowski image variation. Hitting some great image variations here in this case. Moncada, Mizorowski, dark gray. Gold refractor, Flores, Crooks, Stubbs, and Banfield. Rookie catchers. Like I said, I'll run the quad random at the end. We'll see who ends up with that one. Trout, Brian Wu. And nice Owen Casey rookie. And Hassan Kim blue color match. Cubs going to Eam. Good rookie there. It's a good case. Another good case brewing here. Judge Turner, Thomas Segis. Hurston Waldrop, Geraldo Perdomo. Austin Hayes refractor. Christopher Sanchez, Matt Shaw. Jack Leiter. Five left. No problem, Mike. No problem. Honest mistake. My eyes were hurting. Yeah, so I did not find the Trout. Obviously, our sorters will double check. And I'm also having the sorters double check. They're doing the player break right now. And I'm having them double check that one as well. Because in previous years, when you had a short print, you never ever had a second one. This year, there's actually a lot of double ups in boxes, which is strange. For SPs, Morales, Altuve. So it's a little different than years past with all the there's like a lot of boxes have two. And I'll be honest, usually when I found one, I was done. So there may have been a bunch, not a bunch, but some missed in the player break as well. I did go through a lot of the backs of the player break, but not all of them. Once I found the short print, I was kind of done. Brandon Nimmo there. Yeah, no problem, Mike. Yeah, I found the big dumper for sure, and then I found the Judge All-Star. But yeah, I didn't see the Trout. Still had tire eyed, so who knows? Maybe I missed it. Mark Vientos. Jerry Royster, Braves. Luis Angel Acuna, JJ Bleday. Appreciate you. No problem. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate everyone as well. We appreciate all of you. Ryan Weather. I even sent so the person that had the Mariners spot in that break was, I think it was Taco Bell in that one. I actually sent him a picture of the card too and say, look what I missed. just so they weren't surprised when it showed up. I sent them a picture and let them know I missed it. What do you want? That's mine. That's mine.
Can I use it?
For what?
I need to cross stuff off and read the pen smudge.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'll just write with my hopes and dreams then.
What are you gonna have to write on?
My Post-it notes. Thank you.
You're
Now I don't
welcome.
need to write with my hopes and dreams. Now I can write with that pen.
Nice.
Thieves. Thieves everywhere in this place, stealing my markers. Adolis Garcia, Drake Baldwin. He's got enough Trouts. All right, sorry, no Trouts for you. Dodgers duel there. I also like the cases where it's more image variations and nicknames versus the banners and all-stars. To me, the banners and all-stars are a little boring. I get it if you're collecting the whole set, you need all of them. Gavin Sheets there. But I like the image variations and the nicknames so much more. Bryce Terang than just the banners. Adolis Garcia. He's probably got the whole set, let's be real. Stanton probably got the whole set. Jordan Beck refractor, quad rookies. I like it. I like it. Love the banter. 7 left in basketball. That is 10 hangers and 1. 10 hangers and 1. Finest Delight. Yeah. Who invented that thing called work? We need to talk. We need to have a talk with them, Mike. Whoever invented work. Have a good day, buddy. I appreciate you. All right. 4 boxes left. PCA. Jordan Westberg. Sorry, it's a little close to the camera. Freddie Freeman. Michael Bush. Quad rookies, Dominic Smith. Gavin Lux, Nick Castellanos. Peyton Toll, Manny Machado. And how about the big dumper, Cal Raleigh on the relic? I got Cal Raleigh on my fantasy baseball team. Drafted him in the second round. I got Acuna in the first round and then big dumper in the second round. I like to go hitters. I figured that much. I figured you guys did. I like it though. Luis Gill, Bryce Terang. But yeah, whenever I do fantasy baseball, I load up on hitters and then I go relievers. I don't even draft much for starting pitching. Out of 99, Luke Keyshaw. Carson Kelly, Luis Castillo. Davis Schneider, Bradley Blaylock. Jordan Westberg, David Hamilton refractor. All right, 3 boxes left. All right, 3 more. Decollage, Matt Strom, Phillies. Dave Rossello, Cubbies. Zeke Tovar, Jacob deGrom. Chris Bryant. Owen Casey refractor. Scooble Skeens duel. Sal Frelick. Like I said, I'll run the left-right random and the quads at the end. Roki Chrome. David Hamilton, Jack Dreyer. So I just noticed this. McCutcheon's not left-handed. It's not an image variation. McCutcheon is right-handed. I'm 99.9% sure. Bats right, throws right. Interesting. We got a Juan Gonzalez flip card here, or what? Bryson Stott, Michael Toshman. Guys playing funny games with the camera. Cabarello, Kyle Isabel, and Adolis Garcia relic. Rangers. There's Mitch Keller refractor. Riley Green, Willie Adames. Marcus Simeon. Danny Jansen. Quad refractor, Ernie Clement. Two left. Exactly. Kutch being cut. That's what I like about. He is definitely he has definitely been one of my favorite baseball players over the last 10 years because he's like a kid out there just having fun, enjoying the game. I love those kind of players. Just those goofy guys that love baseball, love playing baseball, and just he has fun doing it. He looks like he's not doing it for the money. He looks like he's doing it for the love of the game. Those are the kind of baseball players I like. Duel there, Cabarello and O'Neill Cruz, Victor Scott. Shane Bieber. Parker Messick. Tyler Stevenson refractor, Caden Dana. Yu Darvish, Aroldis Chapman. Ketel Marte, Yuri Perez, and Luis Arraez. Padres. Little pinstripe action. Duel there, Ryan Jeffers. Evan Sheets, Carson Kelly. quad refractor. That's cool. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out of 77 Blue Jays. Blue Jays to Z cards. Josh Hader, Bryson Stott. Willie Adames. One box left. I'm going to go 5 off hockey. See if we can get that moving a little bit. Give it some time at that. Just went 10 off the bigger teams in basketball as well. Last box. Another good case though. Some great short prints. 3 autos. 3 fun autos too. A little bit of everything. We got the retired. We got the current vet, little second year Roki, and then we got the rookie and Owen Casey. Mizorowski out there throwing the pigskin. Nickname variation. All right, last box. Let's get another auto on short print here. Carlos Rondon refractor. Joe Niekro, Christian Moore, Reese Hoskins, Hunter Brown, Simo, Cal Raleigh, Kyle Schwarber, Kobe Mayo, Kerry Carpenter, Luis Arise, Parker Meadows, Yandy Diaz, Miguel Cabrera turned back the clock, Deckle Edge, Mizorowski, the Enterprise, We'll Pick You Up, Jackson Merrill, Samuel Pasalo, and Lindor, hand numbered out of 77 there. Interesting. Why is that one hand numbered? It's just blue. Game used there. Mets. Happy National Puppy Day. There's Raleigh Schwarber, Yamamoto, Alcantara. Before we do the recap, I'm going to run the randoms so I don't forget. Robbie Ray refractor, Joey Cantillo. And that is going to wrap this one up. Appreciate everyone as always. Another good case. After this, I'm going to get all the grays and blues sleeved up right away. All right, so this is Heritage 21. Today is 3/23. And then we got duels, quads. All right, switch you guys over to the desktop. We got left, right here on the duels. Dice roll must be 4 or higher. We are going 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 going to the left side. And then the quads, dice roll must be 4 or higher. We are going 5 rounds. Oh, we might need some stuff. Top left, top right, bottom left. What are we going to random if it's not there? All right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 going to bottom left. All right, there is that taken care of. Let's go ahead and do our recap now. All right, we got Joe Niekro, Dave Rosallo, Jerry Royster, Mike Torres, Phil Garner, and then Al Foster. Whew. I'll pull all these out because I'm going to get them sleeved right away. Push those back there. All right, these are all our unnumbered stuff. We got Miguel Cabrera, Jacob Mizorowski, Samuel Basallo, Christian Moore, Matt Strom, Mark Vientos, Jacob Mizorowski, Shohei Ohtani, Brooks Lee, Shohei Ohtani, and Luis Robert Jr. Oh, Mizorowski there, unnumbered. All right, out of 150, Ha-Seong Kim. 99, Andrew Abbott. Addison Barger, Luke Keyshaw. Out of 77, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And Casey Schmidt. And out of 50, this will be going to C.J. Stubbs. Wait, was it? Yep, bottom left. C.J. Stubbs and the Nationals on the gold catchers. Relics, Luis Ariz, Adolis Garcia, Cal Raleigh, Brandon Nimmo, Ronald Acuna Jr., Pete Crow Armstrong, Alex Bregman, Garrett Crochet, and Drake Baldwin. Chase Burns image variation there for the Reds. We got Owen Casey on the real one. Rookie auto for the Cubs. Giancarlo Stanton image variation. Cam Schlittler speckle and on the dark gray. Rich Gossage, a.k.a. Goose Gossage there, going to the White Sox. We got the Canadian Cannon, Jonah Tong for the Mets, nickname variation. And then Lindor relic out of 77. Jacob Mizorowski throwing the pigskin around there for the Brewers. And then in the mint, Roki Sasaki, real one auto going to the Dodgers and Ellington. Congrats, Ellington. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for me on this one. I appreciate everyone as always. I will see you guys back here in about 25 minutes with some basketball. Thanks, everyone.